Okay, so this is video 2 right now. We're at the 4 hives down here. These are the hives with the nukes. So Dr. Bowen, you can step back with the sign. The one over there, furthest one, has a Queen excluder on it. Drilled holes in the supers for entrances. It's got that little shim entrance too as well. As you can see, this middle one has got 3 hive bodies, as seen in the other videos. We attempted to make this a 2-queen hive, and it was a 2-queen hive when I last was able to get down here. Not sure if 2 queens are still doing it, but as you can see all the bearding, there's a lot of bees in this hive, so that leads me to believe that's the case. Let's hope. Let's see if there's any honey. You gonna come here and blow some smoke at me? Maybe stand over here where the wind's blowing. A lot of bees. And while setting up, got stung in the hand, but I think I stepped on one. They're very, populations are out of control down here. There's a ton of them, so it's easy. I like watching where I step. A lot of times that'll irritate them. You can see a bunch of bees in the grass right there. You step on them, they're gonna sting you. And I already see a ton of honey in this one. This is a good sign. I've got several frames in here that are foundationless, so I can do all honeycomb. And it looks like all these frames, except this last one on this side, these last 2, have all capped honey. So that makes me want to look at this bottom super. Lead me to believe there's a lot of honey in there, unless they've just been using this top entrance. Let's find out. So it appears we've got some comb attached to the shim. I'll try and get this off easily. Easier said than done. Because of those foundationless frames and that shim, there's about that much gap between that top super and this super. That's why you see all this. This is full of honey. So I'm not gonna bother them and get them mad because I don't want to get stung a bunch of times. I can see through this gap and this gap. It appears the outer frames on this one have honey. So that's good. And again, these are the nukes we started off with. The ones behind me that we first looked at were the splits from those nukes, so they didn't swarm. As far as I know, we've had no swarms this year, which is good. A lot of people like to be able to put swarm traps up. I like to prevent a swarm. So tomorrow we're putting bee escapes on these on that one behind me in the first video, the one on this one. Let's see what these other two look like. So many bees hovering around. Surprised I got stung over there, not here. If I were a betting man, in my hope, and that's why I did the 2 queen thing here, my hope, well, middle summer inspection, this top hive right here had a lot of brood and honey. So my hope is now these things are going to be chock full of honey. Let's see. A lot of bees. Bigger so bees are a little more active. They're a little more buzzing. They're maybe even a tad angrier in these first 3 hives. Dr. Bones behind the camera doing my bee dance so I don't get stung. Okay. This is absolutely not what I wanted to see. Decent drawn out comb right here. Other than that, none of these frames have drawn out comb. But I can see underneath it there's some capped honey. I'm going to take this one off then, get a visual on this bottom one. So the visual I got was one super, and this is only one frame, only one frame with honey. We're working hard on this one, but these 3 empty. This middle one right here, looks like it's almost all capped honey. Unfortunate. So let's check out this bottom super. Cross your fingers for me. Otherwise, it'll be the 3rd year in a row of very, very little honey production. And again, I have no idea why. The hives test free of mites. These are a mite-resistant breed of Carniolan. And I've treated. No queen issues early on. Sweet brood patterns, but no honey. The 3rd year in a row. All right, bottom super. Oddly enough, end frame super right here, end frame right here on the super is full of honey. Empty, empty, empty. And then honey on the rest of them. Don't know why. So this hive is not ready at all. We will not be putting any bee escapes on here. We're gonna wait it out, see if they kick their butts into gear, and if not, we'll likely just leave those supers on for winter feed. And thank goodness for good help, because this is going to be a problem. So I put this on upside down. And this is going to irritate the bees. Can't say as I blame them either, because this is a kind of a big disruption. Let's see if I can do this. Dr. Rob here just saved me a whole lot of grief. If I'd have put this whole thing together and not realized it, it would have been a mess in the morning. Right? That's what happens when you go too fast. Sometimes you upset the bees, or a mistake you make upsets the bees. Forgot this one. Well, you can see the bottom of that, but nothing. Cross your fingers for me. Little earwig here. That's the other thing. No hive beetles this year. No ants. All seemingly appearing thriving in healthy hives. Yet little to no honey production. But some honey's better than none. There's still a chance these will fill. Let's take a look. Drawn out comb, very nice looking drawn out comb. And I can see honey down there. I just don't know how much there is. Drawn out comb, drawn out comb. There's no honey in this super, it's just drawn out comb. Well, let's try the bottom one. I like these shims for giving the bees an extra space to go into, but it can create an issue with the honey in the comb. It's got a little bit extra space there. So these are all foundationless frames, and they are building up a little bit, and I can see in this top hive, well, it looks to be a lot of honey, so there might be a queen issue in this hive too. I only have 6 frames here. That might have thrown them off, but these are all foundationless, so I wanted this only 6 frames so they make big, wide combs. Yep, drone. So I have a friend that just showed up to help out. I'm going to put this back together, and then we're going to stop this video, and we're going to do 3 videos, one for the last one. Dr. Bone, when I tell you to, go ahead and end production. All right, we'll see you at the 4th hive down here. Want to turn her off, Dr. Bone?